I'd love to cross swords with...
Sounds relaxing.
Peace.
I've used the Abbey's chapel many times. It's nice to have a peaceful place of worship.
The chatter point.
Hey, Hunter. Came to the right man. Sometimes, I even impress myself. Another magical mystery box. And to think, I used to design sentient future tech. That is a lot of work. This is some of my best work.
Until next time.
Lots of talk about it. Ready to work? Not everyone wants my advice, but they're gonna get it either way.
Let's see him try to handle me now. Better test this out next time.
Just give me a target.
I think we've got something for everyone. Do your thing.
What you doing, Charlie?
Is your source Maria Hill, or intercepted comms, or other?
A bit of all three.
In the Air Force, we call them betting odds.
In the Army. Hearing about sleeper agents.
Can't believe I find myself wishing Red Skull were still in charge.
Hydra hasn't been this active since my Howling Commando days. There's something going on that we're not seeing.
Bye.
If you have... Our time to stop Chthon is running short. At this point, I'm willing to try just about anything. So if you have any bright ideas...
Surely the situation is not as dire as it seems. There must be more to learn, more secrets to unlock. Some weakness we could discover about Chthon.
That's what I'm doing. If there's even a hint of a notion of a way to stop Chthon, I will ferret it out. If the circumstances weren't so dire, I might even find this fun.
Keep at it. Do not give up. We have to find something in one of those books.
These books tell me Chthon has been a threat before civilization began, when all that walked the earth were the Elder Gods.
But what else? Surely there is some bit of knowledge we can use. What other things did you learn?
I could keep you up all night blathering on about this, so tell me specifically what you are curious about.
Who were these Elder Gods? Tell me about them.
Siblings brought into existence on this planet by the Demiurge, the source of all life. These beings were named Set, Gaia, Ashtur, and Chthon. They ruled the planet for many millennia, each of them pursuing their own interests, New gods emerged to topple the old gods and remove their influence from our...
Nothing lasts. Was Chthon always this monstrous evil from the very beginning?
There was always something wrong with him, but his insatiable pursuit of chaos magic eventually corrupted him in ways he could never reverse. While Chthon's sibling Gaia sought to nurture life on his planet, Chthon sought to absorb it into himself, to remake all life in his own twisted... It was because of that evil drive...
And there he waits?
Like now.
If Chthon...
The world and all life as you know it will cease to exist. We will exist only as extensions of Chthon.
What a... What about the Darkhold? Could it...
The Darkhold is dangerous in its own way. With Chthon locked, it is Chthon's own words laid down in print. It would be like trying to defeat Ultron using his own memory.
And the writing is... The prophecy mentions the sleeping giant awakening. If that is Hulk...
I'm not sure, other than his presence complicates our ability.
Something will have to be done. I do not want to hinder you anymore. Keep reading. Surely there is something we can use.
I hope you're right. And I'll keep digging. One more book. Maybe that will have the answer. A completed Darkhold brings Chthon.
Hey guys, I know you probably don't want to hear this, but we need to start stepping up.
I don't understand. I thought the Avengers were supposed to be like the greatest superhero crew on Earth. I thought they would do better than this.
You should know this by now, Robbie. Meeting your heroes is always disappointing.
They were never my heroes.
Hey, don't be so hard.
Guess you overheard our conversation.
Some of it.
Let's face it, this doomsday scenario might be a little too on the gothy supernatural side for the Avengers. So, it's time for them to move over and let the kids take the reins.
The Avengers are clearly out of their depth.
Damn straight. Now it's our turn to screw it up.
You do not sound too confident.
I just don't want to jinx it.
So, do you have a plan?
You mean a plan to stop Chthon from serving us all up in his all-you-can-eat cosmic flesh buffet? We don't have all the deets nailed down as of yet, but we'll work it out. Till then, keep this under wraps until we know what we're doing. I don't want to freak out the Avengers any more than they already are.
Will do.
Cool. Catch up later.
I know. Hey, can I ask a favor? Can Robbie eat ice cream despite the flaming...
Do you think what Peter said is true? That Agatha forgives me for what I did?
I know she forgives you.
Yeah, right. You can't know that.
Well, I do.
No, you don't. No one does. She's dead and it's all my fault. It's always my fault. If I had learned to control my powers better, she would be here today.
Maybe there is a lesson in all this tragedy.
Yeah? And what's that?
You learned what happens when you let yourself get out of hand. The best way to honor Agatha's memory is to learn from those mistakes in order to ensure it will never happen again.
See, you say it's not my fault, but that's not really what you think. You think I'm as dangerous as Caretaker does. I still haven't been able to look her in the eye since I've been back. She hates me.
She does not hate you. She fears you, and there is a difference.
Yeah, well, I fear myself. So, I guess that makes two of us absolutely terrified of me.
Then show yourself and Caretaker that there is nothing to be afraid of.
I'll work on it.
Agatha would want the two of you to be reconciled.
I know. I just don't know if I can make that happen.
Try. For Agatha.
Yeah. For Agatha. I, kinda need a few more minutes alone with her. Go on without me.
I will take my leave then.
Thanks, Hunter.
Caretaker has shared so much wisdom with me during my time here. You look deep in thought.
You must get asked about the temperature a lot.
It's also a popular icebreaker. I don't mind. It's human nature to be curious.
Do you still have a favorite season, even though you can control the skies?
It's a boring answer, but I like all seasons equally. If I had to pick, maybe winter. Everything is still. What about you?
I like when the leaves change color and fall to the ground.
Which reminds me, you've never jumped into a pile of dry leaves before, have you?
No. Is that common?
Usually for kids, but I feel it's an experience everyone should have at least once. I'm sure our colleagues in the Abbey will indulge you. You know, I really don't mind if you ask me about the weather. You don't have to hold yourself back.
I think my curiosity has been satiated.
Good to know. Find me again for next time. How quaint.
You're not far from a Hydra data drop used by their field operatives. A potentially valuable source of new intel on their movements.
Our prize is at hand!
Install Carol's script on those consoles, it will do the hard work for us. Assuming we can keep Hydra from blowing up the server first.
As you wish. You are too weak for this fight.
should aid me in my fight.
Your mother abandons you.
Let's try this.
That's the spirit.
This will go easier if you cooperate.
Get you for this.
They haven't lost interest.
They all set their sights on me. Won't end well for you.
Now that was something. I can handle it.
Sometimes the legends are true.
aid you if I can.
We haven't quite broken their spirit yet.
I hope this is one of the stronger arms. We did come all the way here for a fight.
I must be the popular one today.
Are in trouble now.
That was a little too close for comfort.
You have earned this. Hell that. Weak, even for Hydra. Walk in the light. Welcome assistance.
Reality is only.
Never surrender!
You will have to do better than that.
I won't forget that.
I'm right here, still waiting.
Everything according to plan.
Prepare yourselves.
Leave some for the rest of us. They will know our power.
Did everyone see that?
Let's give it a try. The light shines on the most dutiful.
The light is on our side. Just like old times.
You're getting pretty good at that.
Reinforcements inbound.
They are set on coming after me. You are lucky to still be breathing. Is that truly your voice?
Not bad. Not great, but... Apparently our reputation isn't enough to scare off children of Europe.
Join us.
I'm afraid I'm not much good like this.
Closely. You should have that examined at some point.
They are being reinforced.
So far, I'm not impressed with the
I return with renewed vigor.
Do not bother running.
You're just as good as everyone says, Hunters.
You've recovered the data. Excellent work out there.
Hey Hunter, I'm gonna be saying some words about Blaze for the team. We're gathering in the cave right now. Come join us.
I enjoyed spending time with you, Hunter.
Hey, thanks for coming, everybody. I know we're all stretched thin at the moment.
We're all here for you, Robbie. We know this is important to you.
But we should move things along. I know what you're all thinking. You thought Blaze was a major league asshole.
Whoa, I thought Professor Xavier was the mind reader, Logan.
Quiet, you. Anyway, Blaze. Yeah, he wasn't nice. But it's not a nice world. And sometimes you gotta be that way to get things done. And he really got a lot of things done. So, you kids remember that. You won't always be so fresh-faced and innocent.
Thanks, Logan. You said it better than I ever could. To be honest, I really struggled with what I was gonna say. Because I used to worship the flaming ground Blaze rode on. And then I met him. And safe to say, I didn't worship him so much anymore. Fairly certain I hated him. Right until he went and sacrificed his life to save mine. Johnny might not have been perfect, but at the end of the day, he was one of us. And I'm glad to have known him. To Johnny Blaze.
Johnny Blaze.
Johnny
Blaze.
Johnny
Johnny
Blaze. Is that it? Can we go now?
Hola.
I was hoping we could get to know each other.
Of course. I'm available to answer any questions.
So you're an open book, huh? You don't find it hard opening up to people.
I enjoy satisfying the curiosity of my friends.
That's very generous of you.
You do not share yourself?
I do. But there are some things that need to be kept close to the chest.
May I ask you a question now?
By all means.
Your powers are unlike anything I have ever seen. It is incredible. Was it difficult honing them?
You flatter me. I've learned to control my powers, just like our colleagues in the Abbey. While my abilities are impressive, they can be strenuous.
How so?
Apologies, Hunter. That is something I'd like to keep to myself.
We are still establishing boundaries. There is no need to tell me right away.
Thank you for respecting them. Answers will come in due time.
Lucky for us, I'm not going anywhere.
I sure hope not, prophecy killer. I think that's enough for now. Your patience will be rewarded, Hunter. Just not today.
Evil doesn't take time off.
Peace. Let's do this. I think we've got something for everyone.
The Chaos Magic's power grows.
Do your thing. Focus, Robbie. Focus.
I'm focused, Blade.
Point to Transia on the map.
Pull up a stool, Hunter. Never too early to get caffeinated. Stark convinced me to put a shot of his new Stark Drive energy drink in my coffee.
Stark Drive?
Sure, it tastes like sweaty gym sock dipped in coffee, but at least it wakes you up. And if we're headed to Transia, I'm gonna need it. This thing could last 24 hours or 24 days. Hard to tell.
You have your coffee and Stark Drive. Seems like you are all ready for the fight.
It's that old muscle memory. I sit at a bar and I'm naturally ready for fists to start flying. I don't know what it is. People get angry with my face, I guess. Not that I need to worry about it too much right now. I doubt there's any decent bars in Transia.
It makes sense that Lilith would go there. Back to the homeland, that is. Back to the source of her powers.
She's gonna be in for a real nasty shock if she's looking for home. It's not like the old days with the Knights of Wundagore riding around the place. Red Skull and Hydra did a pretty good job of screwing Transia up in every way possible.
The people of Transia are good at heart. There's natural beauty there. We can still save the country from the destruction brought upon it.
We go smash Hydra, and while we're there, we'll plant some trees? Sounds like a plan.
It looks like the others are gathering now in the war room.
Yep, I'll head that way myself. Just need a few more sips of... I gotta talk to Stark about getting some new flavors.
You can't find it, can you?
Got more coil for me? Got my work cut out for me here. This is some of my best work.
That caught my eye as well.
This should be useful.
It's somewhere in the, Russia region? Europe. Near, Germany.
You're our driver, Robbie.
That reminds me. What's... Awesome. Thanks, Hunter.
Is there anything you can tell us about Transia that might give us an edge?
Transia is a country in trauma. Their borders could easily destabilize at any moment. The people there,
Hunter. We have to take the fight to Hydra. Maybe we...
So I know it's impolite to talk about the demon in the room, but let's talk about the demon in the room. I mean the one in the forge, specifically, not the others that haunt this place. Or my dreams.
Understood.
I know I said I was completely comfortable with that thing before, but I may have lied. Mainly because I thought it was listening.
Oh, it most likely was.
Was what?
Listening.
You're joking, right?
No. There are times I hear it whisper to me, begging to be released. I find the entire thing quite unnerving. Tony?
Ah! Glad we could have this chat. Really eased my mind about everything. By the way, you don't happen to have a pen or a quill, do you? Just want to jot down a few last words in case I get swallowed up by a hellmouth while reaching for some pliers.
Right. I'm packing coffee pods. Anything you like?
Yes, the coffee shop cinnamon blend. Good call, Ileana. Transia is known for lots of trauma, war, and terrible coffee.
We cannot expect to save the day with decaf. That would be counterproductive.
This will be a very strange homecoming.
I almost sent my astral form to cover more ground.
That means you were trying to ghost me?
I caution against speaking in modern vernacular as it rapidly evaporates from the pool of youthful lexicon. Then magic will say you are uncool.
Unfathomable. According to magic, we are besties now.
Ah, yes. Our last conversation afforded me valuable insight into my current state of being. Your continued confidence and honesty with me have rekindled some of my own belief in myself.
Together we stand against the unraveling of our reality. You are our greatest asset.
I appreciate the vote of confidence, but it is not warranted. You, Hunter, initiated a chain reaction that leads Earth's salvation simply by being you.
I will light a beacon every step of the way.
The doubt never crossed my mind. You have my gratitude, Hunter.
Perhaps the Sorcerer Supreme could conjure me up an ice cream cone?
Due to Stark's contractual obligations, I can only offer Avengers-themed flavors. Nobody needs the caloric marvel that is Hulka burning love. A single scoop is a meal unto itself. Hunter, no matter what the outcome of our struggle is, you have not given up on me. That is a bond that carries beyond words and worlds.
So, I read in your war journals, issue 47 to be specific, that you've been to Transia.
Is that a question?
More chit-chat. I'm gonna wait near back.
Ah, for intel.
Yes, definitely for intel.
To think, long ago the nation of Transia was once the seat of power for the heroic knights of Wondergore.
Might as well be Camp Hydra these days.
They're pulling in reinforcements from everywhere. But reinforcing what exactly?
Mount Wondagore. There's been something wrong with that place for as long as I can remember.
Something like this.
Nothing wrong with that. Now we know where to strike. Time for a little payback on Queen Demon... No? Right. Make one slight mistake.
Handing my mother the last page of the Darkhold?
Bringing back the Hulk.
Okay, same mistake. Technically, fine. You take point then.
Roger that.
Actually, how about you let us handle things? The Sanctum, Tony's Gamma Death Star, Wanda. Think about it. Every time we listen to you all, some new catastrophe seems to happen. You're not our babysitter, Hunter.
You're our leader.
And we are the Midnight Suns. We're family.
And family's family. So this time,
We got your back.
Then what are we waiting for?
what if we aim for his heart or something?
He's not a vampire. He's a gamma-powered muscle man.
Juiced up with a heavy dose of Lilith's corruption.
In other words, we're screwed.
Look, I know Lilith is like a dark goddess with an extra angry Hulk as her number 2.
Don't forget the Parchment of Power. She's got that too, which is like super OP.
But we've got something that she doesn't.
A death wish?
No, dude. We've got friends. Each other. We're the Midnight Suns. And you know what we Suns do?
We rise.
We've got this, guys. We have to believe in ourselves if we're gonna pull this off. Blade, Robbie, you know what to do, right?
We'll see you soon, Nico.
Better not leave me hanging, because our entire continued existence depends on us.
Right. No pressure. It's just the end of the world.
Not if we can help it.
I'll be monitoring the troops' movements from here. You have a small window to strike the facility and get out.
What if we like the place and want to move in?
Watch it. If you want to prove yourself on this mission, you don't need to start acting like Tony Stark. You're traveling to the heart of Lilith's power.
We know. We'll be extra careful. Demon energy barriers or jolly green monsters?
Then they're ours.
That rune.
Lilith, too. So it was here, all along. Wanda was right.
She usually is.
Right. One problem at a time. Midnight Suns, assemble! Or whatever.
Yes. Midnight Suns assemble or whatever.
Why not?
It looks as if Lilith has sent every last Hydra goon she could find to guard the entrance.
Between the creepy glow and the howling demonic Hulk, I think we're running out of time.
We must not let them stand in our way. cannot possibly match your strength.
I'm feeling stronger already. Do not try me again.
Let me help.
I appreciate your concern.
Hail Hydra!
I am the
Engaging.
I must have angered them.
Yeah, hiding might be your best chance at survival.
To think this was once hallowed ground, long before Lilith was entombed here.
Too bad it was Hydra that finally stuck around.
Chthon has been waiting eons for this moment. I'm not giving Hydra any more credit than I have to.
Nor should you.
There's no way.
You make a good partner. So there are worse things than death, and I can make them happen for you.
You have earned this. Hail it. Leave it up to the rest of us.
As they say, it gets the job done.
It's not over yet, but it will be if this keeps up.
Enjoy your rest. You're a good friend.
You are going to pay for that.
Don't waste my time. Ugh, I still why these guys keep fighting. It can't be the money. What else do mercenaries take in trade?
We both know what Lilith offers them, Nico. A false promise of eternity catered to every corrupted mind.
A spell carried on silent whispers.
Now is not the time to romanticize our peril.
Don't blame me. You started it. If you think I'm bad, pray I don't give you the blade. Here's one for you. Very effective. Stay down already, loser. Buy us some time. Get inside while you can. Leave that to me.
Punch it!
Hell yeah!
You alone among your kind can serve as the conduit of my power, precious child. Liber tenebris reversus es nobis. Only a few moments longer. Together we will reforge the Darkhold and usher in...
It's over, lady!
Mother, no! Stop this!
Lucky shot. She won't hit me again.
But it is all for you. Everything I do is always for you, child.
Block her out! She gave up the right to call you that word when she sold her soul to that monster.
The truth shall reveal itself soon enough, sister.
Even with her attention focused on that damn book, Lilith's barrier will not be easy to bring down.
Yeah, but the cave sure is.
Midnight suns, disassemble.
Now you're talking.
It's not the most elegant solution, but bringing the roof down on them will certainly put a damper on things.
Should have hit a few of those columns with the hell's eye.
I'm gonna tell Robbie you said that.
I saw moves like that centuries ago.
Get some.
Is that the best you've got? I must break you. Destroy.
Payback's gonna be fun.
She has provided for us.
They have not changed their plans.
Do not waste your strength here, child. What has been set in motion cannot be undone. Will not be undone.
You have the power to stop this.
The debt of blood is owed, and the debt of blood shall be paid. Chthon will rise.
There's no convincing her. You know what you have to do.
Do not bother running.
Starting to see why they call you the Hunter.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
The blood of heroes will sustain us. For the blood.
Hydra doesn't know when to quit. Still coming for me.
Sarah, my sister. It's been far too long.
Don't speak as if you know me, demon. You haven't been my sister for centuries.
It saddens me to hear you say that. But there's still time for you to see things his way.
No one calling themselves the Midnight Sun will ever join your corrupted ranks. I promise you that.
Mercy for the wicked.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
You've made a mistake.
Vengeance takes on many forms.
Leave some for the rest of us.
Will not be forgotten for this.
More fuel for the fire.
They have chosen their fate.
Lilith may have found the one man, or monster, capable of withstanding the dark energies of that book long enough to fully restore it.
Banner's been nothing but trouble since this whole thing started.
We both know what it is like to have a power that others desire, Blade.
Maybe, but I don't rip my clothes off and go berserk whenever I'm in a bad mood.
Let us see if they have an answer for this.
She will sustain us.
You were too weak for this fight. You had your chance to escape. Your mother abandons you.
More lambs to the slaughter.
Let us see if they have an answer for this. As a child, I feared the servants of Lilith. Now I teach you to fear me.
Stark should have just nuked this place from orbit. You know he's got one somewhere.
We have enough problems with the Hulk as it is. I doubt that would calm his temper.
I say we do it anyway. Burn them all! time.
I think you got him.
About time.
I am impressed. Now that was... confidence. A pathetic attempt at intimidation.
That's a neat trick. I'll put this to good use.
By association.
That's one hell of a move.
That's not supposed to hurt.
Still with me? Let's do it.
I falter.
It sounds to me like they just missed their mama.
I am afraid you might not make it back from this one.
Watch close.
I am impressed.
This temple will be buried for another 1,000 years.
Vengeance has come!
Leave some for the rest of us.
Vengeance fears no one! Let us finish this! Easy!
The light is on our side.
Thanks! None can escape it!
I can only imagine what sins they were guilty of to deserve that.
That barrier is still holding!
Liber tenebris reversus es nobi.
Get out of there, now! You've done more than anyone could ask!
Almost! Yo, demon lady! One thing before we go. This is for
Johnny Blaze!
No! The spell must not be interrupted!
Now we may leave!
Mother.
Your mother died centuries ago. Now get out of there!
try. Everything.
Are you seeing this?
Yes, Robbie, I have eyes.
Dude, that's so freaking crazy.
Please be alarmed in silence.
Yeah, tell that to Spark.
Coming to book club tonight?
Meet you there.
I'll walk you.
I was up all night finishing this book. I should have read it earlier.
Yeah, my plan backfired. Thought choosing a weird book would drive people away.
Why would you do that?
More punch for the rest of us.
Why have I not heard of Crash Morgan? I know it's an older book, but this is exactly the kind of story I like.
I thought Logan might bail. But I told him we bring more snacks this time. I have him figured out. You good?
I am ready.
All right, Logan, I need to know. Why did you choose this book?
I'll tell you, just not yet. I want to hear what you thought of this book.
It was written in the 1940s, so I expected some repugnant attitudes and phrases. But it surprised me. The writing was simple, yet the story was deeper than it had any right to be.
What was your favorite part?
It's in the chapter where Crash and the princess escape the Zorgots. The next morning, they see the sun rise and Mars rising beside it. When the princess asks what the future holds and Crash just stares at Mars as it eclipses the sun, it gave me chills.
Is it just me, or do the stellar bodies represent their time together?
Absolutely. The time they have together is fleeting. I think this is where Crash first realizes there's no future for the two of them. Anyway, I think the moment gets lost when the Zorgots deploy their Null Stalkers.
I don't get why the robot dog didn't warn them. I thought it could talk.
Not until number 19, the minefields of the reticulates. It's a whole thing.
Got it. So, what's the idea with Crash's promise?
What about it?
When Crash apprehends Glaxogorp, they have a tense conversation in the back of the flypod. Crash says there's a way the Zorgots can leave the moon with everything they want, but the princess must take the throne. Then Crash vows that no queen of royal blood shall ever rule Deimos. Glaxogorp agrees, but why? Crash breaks the vow in the next chapter.
That makes no sense. Why say Queen of Royal Blood?
You're right. I can't believe I missed that. And how does that tie into the Hydro gunfight at the top of the space scraper?
Really? You don't see it?
I do.
They're shapeshifters.
Who?
Crash and Glaxogorp.
No.
Yep.
But then, when do they...
The Hydro gunfight. Crash gets hit in the helmet and goes down. And what happens whenever Crash is unconscious?
The helmet changes color. Turns bronze like the suit.
Right. Then Glaxogorp pulls up on the rocket sled and takes Crash and the princess into custody. That's when they make the switch. Crash and Glaxogorp change form, but where do they stash the princess?
That rocket sled has a bunch of places to hide a princess.
Ah, but the next time you see the sled, Glaxogorp passes it off to another Zorgot and orders it to be sterilized. Their plan required her to be in Crash's suit. The opaque helmet keeps her safe. So we get to the Deimos Council meeting. The princess refuses the throne and declares her love for Crash, who is the princess in Crash's suit. When they embrace, the false princess deactivates the Magna Manacles binding Crash. But Crash nabs the Star Scepter from the fake princess, activates the suit's zoom vest, and smashes through the monoculus.
So, if that's the actual princess, she escapes. But who is the false princess?
That's a shape-shifted Glaxogorp. Without the Star Scepter, Deimos can't crown their queen.
Right. She never wanted it, and the Zorgots definitely don't want it. Glaxogorp, posing as the princess, can steer Deimos away from war.
And when the fake Glaxogorp vows the Star Scepter shall be restored to the princess, that's actually Crash.
So Crash made 2 vows and broke neither of them. The cliffhanger with Glaxogorp chasing Crash's ship is actually Crash returning to the princess so they can escape Deimos.
You got it. They reveal the switcheroo at the beginning of number 6, Attack of the Intergalactic Space Weasels.
Clever. I like it more now. And that's where we'll call it for tonight.
So, Logan, why did you pick... I almost wish this book was a comic instead. I would have liked to see the monoculus.
My book was the best of them.
You have only been to 2 meetings.
Yeah, but you know I'm right.
You did not mention a book for next time.
Yeah, with everything going on, I'm gonna put book club on a hiatus. Until things are less apocalyptic.
I enjoyed some of it, despite the drawbacks.
Oh, like what?
My leisure activities rarely have such inactivity.
I'm right there with you. I almost pitched this as a workout for the body and the mind. Get in some cardio, maybe a bit of strength training, and talk about the books while we exercised. I was going to call it the Bookathlon Club.
Huh.
Right. After I slept on it, I had the same reaction to my own idea.
Maybe next time.
Actually, I need to thank you for sticking around since the beginning. For all your help with Carol.
Of course.
I don't get close to many people. I never get into relationships. That's not a rule I ever break. But I did with Carol. Beyond all the reasons, I find her amazing. Do you know why?
You are into her because she can kick your ass.
That's exactly it.
Really? I was joking.
I'm not. Vampires fight dirty. They'll kill whoever you love just because they can. If they really want you to suffer, they'll turn your true love into one of them. That's why dating me is a death sentence, and I refuse to put that weight on anyone. But can you imagine some pissant vampire trying to chow down on Captain Marvel? First, his fangs would snap off on contact with her skin. Then she'd just chuck it into space. No hiding from the sun out there. There's no way they can ever touch her. But it's not just that.
It is you. She is safe from you.
Yeah. I never break my rule because I know deep down there's a chance I could lose control. But with Carol, hell, she could hold me over her head till I was myself again. Wouldn't even break a sweat.
Completely unrelated, I want to watch Captain Marvel bench press Blade.
I would not.
You are no fun.
And you already knew that. Well, I'm glad you joined me for all of this. Maybe next time the world is ending, I'll start a sparring club.
A sparring club? Is that just training with a fancy name?
You saw right through me. On your way out?
Yes, I am done.
Righteous.
He's close, Hunter. Chthon is slithering his way into this dimension. I can feel it.
I see you and Caretaker are on the mend.
Seems so. I should be happy about it. I grew up in Transia, you know. It's all destroyed now.
If Transians are...
We are known for being a tough crowd.
Hard lives make hard people.
And I'd like to be around to help them. I'm afraid of her, you know. I mean, what if I...
If it...
I appreciate that, but I don't think you're going to have time for...
You are right.
You wouldn't?
I am No one is leaving you.
Promise?
Cross my heart.
Well, I ought to get back to the news.
Do not watch too much of it.
There are worse things for your mental health, Hunter. I'll take my chances with a little... Night.
Wanda, there's something I ought to say to you.
Oh?
You were right about Lilith's tomb.
Did you just say I was right about something?
I did. Just as you were probably right about other things, too. Many other things. You let an old, stubborn immortal let you take the blame for so much.
You were hurting. You needed...
The mysterious structure, which has been
I hope Aunt
described
May
as
isn't
some
watching
kind
this
of
because
ancient
she's going to
temple,
flip.
suddenly appeared in the war-torn Republic
We try to
of
stop
Transia,
it, but...
decimating a
I
remote
screwed
village
up,
at the base
Robbie.
of Mount
It's
Wonderful.
okay, you can say it.
These images,
Doesn't
taken
matter
by
who
tourists,
screwed up.
have been reposted
What
over
matters
2
is that
million
we're
times
screwed.
on every social media outlet with the hashtag #ApocalypseWow.
We're in the end game now.
You're expecting to hear a witty one-liner. I get it. But I gotta say, I'm
I find that hard to believe.
I'm serious. You dropped a freaking mountain on the Hulk. And I mean, if a mountain didn't kill him, what could? My ego? No. Oh, 1 billion elephants.
Third time is the charm. Maybe we could drop the moon on him.
Perfect idea, Hunter. Rock hard just thinking about it. I said what I said.
What else is there to lose at this point?
Literally everything. Figuratively, also everything. The exciting thing is that you don't know.
And you know how this ends?
A Deadpool never reveals his secrets. After all that, we can add another L to the pile.
An L?
You know, a loss, a goose egg, a big fat 0. Gotta say, I don't know how you keep up the...
I have faith we will still win in the end.
Where does this so-called faith come from? The Good Feelings supply store?
From myself and my friends, like you.
Right in the feels.
You sound in pain.
It's okay. Just take it sleep.
Felt like we won for a second. Well, we're not winning, are we? Don't answer that.
Let me guess. You came to rub it in? Tell me the Midnight Suns are just a bunch of Hero Academy dropouts who are in over their heads?
I'm not here to rub anything in. I came here to say, I thought what you did back there was brave. And bold.
Yeah, right. You mean brave and stupid?
You weren't being stupid. You did what you thought was right. Sometimes, we can do everything in our power to stop a bad thing from happening and still fall flat on our faces. Just keep your chin up and remember, failure is an essential part of the superhero gig. I mean, look at me. I haven't exactly been batting 1,000 these days, but that doesn't seem to have slowed down my ego any.
Well, wait. Are you, like, actually being nice to me?
Well, nothing like impending doom to bring people together. But seriously, I admire what you tried to pull off back there. Took a lot of guts. Maybe next time, you'll get the glory.
Thanks, Tony. Yay, we did it. Ugh, the first time we're actually trusted to sit in the we dropped a mountain on her head, and Lola still managed to summon the Temple of Chthon. Way to go, team.
It is not the end of the world, Nico.
Yes, it is. Like, it's literally the end of the world. The Temple of Chthon is here, and soon giant flying squid god will come to feast on all of our souls.
Nico, I am not going to let that happen. Chosen one, remember?
How come you always manage to say the exact right thing to make me feel better?
It is one of my secret superpowers.
You mean not so secret superpower? Alright, I'm gonna stay out here a while and lick my wounds for a little bit longer. Thanks for, checking up on me.
Anytime. Accepted.
If you're bored, we can have a sword measuring contest.
Transia. I don't know how we always end up back there.